5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I take it I am now streaming. And I have just created two separate functions in hit tail and pipulate. There's my Freudian slip. One to get the on-site links and one to get the off-site links. And like a good boy, I extracted the common code here, and I started going down a wrong path, wrong think. Because once you have visited a page making this request here, there's really no reason to not do this pass twice. Just use different variable names and then return two lists of links, one for on-site and one for off-site. I could do it as two lists, or I can do it as one list of tuples that has some tagging of on-site versus off-site, but I think I'm going to do it as two lists. This really gives you an idea for the volatility of APIs and how this stuff is sometimes done to scratch a real particular itch. So it's no longer worth having that whole dedicated function just to get the raw links. It makes it all ugly to look at, but it is worth having the raw stuff sitting here in links, and we do links 1 and 2, and then it'll be links 3 and well, it's not even that. These are the raw. Okay, so parts. Oh, we use URL parse here. So for efficiency, yeah, yank. If we paste that there right before the first use of it, now instead of that, it can just be parts.netlock. And you know what? Where my DOM is used, it should just be parts.netlock. Yeah, right. Okay. So we did the parts piece, the local links. None of this really changes. Boom, boom. We got the two different local links, and now we're going to return links to and local links. You're like, what? Well, this is in fact already a tuple. If you need more explicit syntax, I will put a parenthesis around it. Now you'll notice the parenthesis is not right next to return, because return is not a function. Return is a keyword from the interpreter. So what I'm doing is I'm using the return keyword followed by a tuple that has two values, each of which is a list. This first one is the on-site links, and the second one is the off-site links. Pretty radical stuff, right? Yeah, if you're used to returning just one value from a programming language, it's weird to think now crawl will return two lists of links. And as we did before, we just go back here, you re-import pipulate, and the new code will be in there. And you'll notice how many times this has been rerun. It's up to 41, not the same block rerun, but 41 times I've executed code in this notebook since I have done a restart. So now we find, we can just say links equals, let's use one further down here. Okay, bar off of my own personal site. Now bar is going to be two, it is not. Yeah, because I'm doing pipulate.offsite links. That should no longer be in memory. That should have been wiped out. Pipulate.crawl. Bar is now two lists of links. did not work as I had planned, because I see the list of on-site links, and then I see just the site listed as the second thing. So I have clearly used the singular where the plural should be used. Bite me in the butt. Using singular and plural form so close together where they could be confused, but it's an easy thing to spot and an easy thing to fix. There is all my on-site links, there's all my off-site links. So when you do a crawl, two lists. For on-site in bar 0, print on-site. Hello, Mr. On-site links. Likewise, and I'm just changing these arbitrarily. Off-site, it would have worked just as well if I kept the word on-site. These variable names really are arbitrary. And here's all my off-site links. So it's just much more efficient. Now, as I crawl a site, I'll dump the on-site into one queue. Remember, it is really about queue stuff coming up and not about, not about the on-site versus off-site. I was supposed to be past that. You'll see the protocol stuff is coming up. I need to clean up my own site, make sure all my links are protocol independent. But there you have it. I guess maybe I'll proceed into the... No, I labeled this live stream already. I'll wrap that up there, and I'll make my next video very focused on the queues. But I guess I will once again write, drop out into a shell, git commit, find on-site and off-site links into crawl function. Git push, cd dot, again, setup, for quit, release, you'll see the release process become gradually longer and longer as I don't delete out archives from older versions, which get included in a larger and larger archive subdirectory. And I will start to delete those out in a moment. Not in a moment, but soon, so that releasing is quicker. I guess none of these videos are complete until a GitHub push and a PyPy release. If I exit out of that, you'll see I drop right back into pipulate code. Yay! Good video. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. And don't forget to subscribe.